Right, so today we thought we'd try a new playlist which will work alongside our Every Disused station in a very good and synergy kind of way. We're going to Buckinghamshire Railway Centre today, as recommended by Gary, Seen by Rail Gary, who said they are running Wightwick Hall for the first time in 40 years, or it's been renovated for the last 40 years, which is great. So we thought Wightwick Hall, that could be fun, as Gary suggested. So today, Buckinghamshire Railway Centre, Heritage Railway Centre, to see the release of Wightwick Hall. A couple of quick disclaimers. Number one, I don't know a lot about steam engines. I can only apologise for that. I was brought up in the 80s. I was never really exposed to steam trains. They were more of what you'd see at a heritage centre, and we didn't really do heritage centres. We did a cold winter's morning stood on Basingstoke platform. I have more of an affinity to a class 47 or a class 50. But steam trains? No. But things change. Number two, our surname shouldn't really be Wightwick, it should be Wightwick, not Wightwick, if that makes sense. Let me explain. So back in 1781, my great-great-great-great-grandfather got married. 240 years ago, he couldn't read or write, but he signed it with an X, and he was born a Wightwick, not a Wightwick. The lovely people at Wightwick Manor, which is very close to Wightwick Hall, sent me this. It goes back to something like the 1200s. And we think we know where our little lineage fits in with the Wightwick lineage. Here we are at Bucks Railway Centre, which is nice. It's a bit of a windy day, it's a bit of a wet day, but Wightwick Hall being launched, thought it might be quite fun. As we said earlier, not massively into the steam engine as a whole, although I do appreciate its engineering and its beauty and its romance and its elegance, but yeah, I love a good diesel. Anyway, let us not detract from today and the beauty that is Buckinghamshire Railway Centre. Right, so...
Ah, swap sides!
BRILL platform, just the other side where the footbridge is, we think that is, how do you pronounce it, Quainton? Original platform. So that's a tick on our Every Disused, because obviously the platform now where they do most of the heritage stuff is just kind of here. So the BRILL Tramway, which we'll be exploring a bit later, is highlighted by this little map here, which is great. The obligatory bookshop. Could spend a long time here. So that's the end of us at the old Quainton Road, BRILL platform. We're going to head back into the main centre now, a bit more filming from there, and then we'll do our BRILL Tramway every disused station as part of this video. Yep. So this is the start of our BRILL Tramway journey. It was not the start of our BRILL Tramway journey, that was back at Quainton at the Bucks Rail Centre. We've done the Bucks Rail Centre and we've now come about a mile further south towards BRILL, and we're at, I want to say, Waddesdon Road. So Waddesdon Road, I think, has a bit of a history because Waddesdon Road was used as a station, and they built the, is it Waddesdon Hall Manor locally, and this is the stop that was instrumental in its building because they brought all the materials to here from wherever else around the country. So the station so the line pretty much went along that side of the road here, all the way down to or north to Quinton, up here. And the station itself was pretty much right here. We're going to head further south now to the next stop, which I think is Westcote maybe, or Watton. Not 100% sure. What's next stop, Rebecca?
Westcott.
Westcott is, I mean, the village of Westcott's kind of just there, so the Westcott, actually the stop itself is just the other side. So we'll do that in a minute. We'll talk about some of the actual history of the actual line itself in a little bit, because we have done a little bit of research. Surprise, surprise!
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Right, rock on to the next stop. Right, this is Westcote. Westcote station was just back there. Branch line off that way to a gasworks. Small sidings over there, so quite a little bustling little station, I should imagine. In the meantime, we're going to get back in the car because it's wet and windy. So, free for the price of one. So, free because back there where we parked was the second Wootton station, which was on the Great Central and GWR joint railway line that joined the two. And then right here is the Wootton original station, which is on the BRILL Tramway. So, north that way is back to Quainton on the Bucks Rail Centre, and south that way is towards BRILL. So right here now, Wootton original station. No idea if it was I think it was a wooden platform, could be wrong, so I don't know if we've got any remnants to find, but we're going to head that way towards Church Sidings station. Right, this is Church Sidings. So we've come from the north, which is that way, which is Watton, the old Watton on the tramway. This is still the tramway. Tramway then heads south. You can see a curve in the field. Right, let's talk about the history of the BRILL Tramway just a little bit, just to give you a bit of a quick insight. So built in 1871 as a tramway, funded completely by the third or Lord of Buckinghamshire, the third Lord of Buckinghamshire, whatever. And obviously he built it originally for industry, funded it for industry. I think, I'm not sure if the sole purpose, but the BRILL brickworks was part of that, and I think within a year it was horse-drawn, and within a year they were obviously the yokels were demanding passenger services, and I think they purchased 2 locos. small steam trains. And when they arrived, they said, brilliant, got rid of the horses, sold the horses, and then realised that they didn't have anybody to drive the trains, drive the locos. So they had to hire some local horses to continue using the horse-drawn pulled services. As time went on, they wanted to use the line to reach Oxford, and I think it was then called the Oxford and Aylesbury Tram Road, one of its many different names it had. We're calling it the BRILL Tramway, but it was obviously called the Oxford and Aylesbury Tram Road because that's what the major aspiration was. However, 1899 to 1910, a number of other railways in the area had propped up. Great Central, North-South, the GWR had a line going as well, hence the second station here at Wotton, and subsequently there was little need for this line thereafter. So I think by 1930s, 1934, the line had completely closed to freight and passenger, which is a shame. But yeah, other lines in the area meant that there was little need for it. Right, we are on the exact spot of where Wood siding was. Wood siding, probably because next to Wood, Grenville Wood.